Welcome to Frost & Sullivan's Growth Podcast series. This edition breaks down highlights from our Frost Radar analysis, evaluating market leaders, innovation benchmarks, and growth potential across CNAPP platforms in cybersecurity. We'll spotlight companies to action and explore what separates emerging leaders from the rest of the field. Cloud adoption has transformed the way businesses innovate. Applications are moving faster, infrastructure is becoming more distributed, and development cycles are more agile than ever before. But with that speed comes a new challenge. How do organizations secure environments that are constantly changing? Traditional security tools were never designed for the scale and complexity of today's cloud-native ecosystems. And that's exactly why cloud-native application protection platforms, better known as CNAPPs, are rapidly becoming central to enterprise security strategy. In fact, the CNAPP industry generated over $7.3 billion in revenue in 2025 and is projected to grow at an impressive 25% CAGR through 2030. So what's driving this surge, and why are organizations rethinking cloud security from the ground up? Let's explore.
Modern cloud environments are incredibly complex. Organizations today operate across hybrid and multi-cloud infrastructures, containers and Kubernetes environments, APIs and SaaS-connected services, serverless applications, and increasingly AI-enabled workloads. The problem? Security teams are often dealing with fragmented tools, disconnected workflows, and overwhelming volumes of alerts. At the same time, development, cloud operations, and security teams frequently operate in silos, making it difficult to coordinate prevention, detection, and response. This has created a major shift in priorities for CISOs. Cloud security is no longer just about visibility or posture management. It's now about operational efficiency, contextual risk prioritization, faster remediation, and unified risk operations. That's the strategic gap CNAPP platforms are designed to address.
So, what exactly is a CNAPP? At its core, a CNAPP is an integrated cloud security platform that combines capabilities like cloud security posture management, workload protection, runtime threat detection, identity security, application security, and compliance monitoring within one connected framework. Instead of managing multiple isolated tools, organizations can centralize cloud risk management into a unified operational model. And that's important because modern attacks don't happen in silos. An attacker might exploit a vulnerability in code, escalate privileges through identity misconfigurations, move laterally through workloads, and target sensitive data, all within the same attack chain. CNAPP platforms are helping organizations connect those dots in real time.
Now let's talk about what's making modern CNAPP platforms so powerful. One of the biggest shifts is the rise of runtime-driven threat detection. Leading vendors are increasingly prioritizing real-time telemetry, behavioral analytics, and cloud detection and response, or CDR, to identify active threats while workloads are running. Another major differentiator is unified risk correlation. Instead of looking at vulnerabilities separately, platforms are now correlating risks across applications, APIs, identities, workloads, and cloud configurations. This creates contextual attack path analysis, helping security teams prioritize the risks that are actually exploitable. Then there's the rapid integration of AI-powered security operations. AI is now being used for automated prioritization, threat investigation, remediation recommendations, and even autonomous SOC workflows. The goal isn't just visibility anymore, it's actionable intelligence.
As organizations mature their cloud strategies, new growth opportunities are emerging across the CNAPP landscape. One of the biggest is the rise of unified cloud risk operations. Organizations are increasingly looking for platforms that connect posture management, runtime protection, threat detection, and remediation into seamless code-to-cloud to SOC workflows. We're also seeing CNAPP platforms expand beyond traditional cloud security into areas like AI workload protection, API security, identity risk management, data protection, and application security. At the same time, flexibility is becoming a major competitive advantage. Vendors that simplify onboarding, support open integrations, and enable phased deployments are gaining strong traction.
Several innovators are shaping the future of this market. Wiz is gaining attention for its agentless cloud security and contextual attack path analysis. CrowdStrike is strengthening runtime-first threat detection and SOC-centric operations. Orca Security is focusing on exploitability-driven prioritization using graph-based analytics. SysDig is advancing Kubernetes and runtime security powered by eBPF and Falco-based detection. And Palo Alto Networks is pushing unified Cortex cloud operations with AI-powered prioritization and integrated workflows. What's interesting is that competition is no longer centered only on feature breadth. The next phase of differentiation is about operational efficiency, AI-driven execution, faster remediation, and streamlined collaboration across security, DevOps, and cloud teams.
Here's the big takeaway. Cloud security is evolving from fragmented monitoring into a continuous, intelligence-driven operational model. The organizations that will lead in this next phase are the ones that can combine runtime intelligence, AI-powered automation, contextual risk analysis, and coordinated cloud security workflows. Because ultimately, the future of cloud security won't be defined by how many alerts organizations can generate. It will be defined by how effectively they can turn cloud risk into action. Thanks for joining us on Frost & Sullivan's Growth Podcast. For access to our research, competitive benchmarking, and best practice frameworks, head over to frost.com or email hello@frost.com. We'll be back soon with more to help you stay clear-headed and growth-ready.